What's going on, guys? Welcome to Scared Witless, my friends. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are having such an awesome, amazing day. We've got quite a few people in the chat here. We've got quite a few people. Let me get this started. I just want to say hi to some folks while we're going. We've got Patricia. How are you? Everything good? Y'all can hear me in the chat well? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Jared is mad, by the way. I don't think he is, Spooky. I don't think I've ever seen him mad. Speaking of Jared, we got Jared in the house. What's going on, bud? Oh, my goodness. And then we've got Suburban Hillbilly. How are you? We've got Vodka Vamp. Hi. Oh, my goodness. We got a lot of people here. We got quite a few people. Oh, we got Okie. Okie's in the house. We can get started now. All right, guys. I just want you to look at the new setup that I've got going on here. We've got the new background, all the cool stuff. We're going to be starting our podcast coming up next Wednesday, and we've got a special guest. It's going to be Amy from What the Paranormal. If you don't know her, I just want to give you, everybody knows her, but I just want to give you like a little brief video intro and then a little bit about her channel. So here we go. My guest tonight really needs no introduction. You know who she is. She's been involved in helping so many channels get started and get off the ground. She interviewed me when I had like 50 subscribers or so. And for that, I want to say thank you to her. She introduced me to you. Such an amazing and supportive community. I couldn't be more thankful. My guest tonight is Amy from What the Paranormal. Next.
What was that? Ah! God!
Look, y'all!
To have Jody Dean up here with us
Is where the shadow figure was.
Is there someone hovering over me?
Guys, that is going to be such an amazing interview. I hope you'll tune in. I hope you'll be here because it's going to be so much fun. I've got a list of about, 20 questions I'm going to ask her. Some people have asked her before. Others, I'm kind of hoping nobody's ever asked her. They'll be thought-provoking. So I hope you'll join me for that. Let me check out some more people here. We got Florina popping in. We got Kyle popping in. How are you? Guys, let me just say this. Thank you for being here. Tonight, we're going to do some scary stories. And I don't know, I'm starting to get a little freaked out with AI and using AI because we got Z. What's going on? So as you know, I use AI to create all these stories, right? So all I did was go into the program and have AI write me up a scary story. So I don't know if it tracks. I don't know if it tracks what I do across the internet, across YouTube or whatever. But the 3 stories that it came out with tonight are ghosts and witches in the Appalachian Mountains. So I had to tell you one thing. I've been watching a lot of Jared, a lot of Spooky Appalachia, a lot of those guys. And I guess AI's on to me. It's on to me. Laura, hey there. How you doing, Laura? Kelly, hi. So let me get this thing started. Like I said, we're going to be reading some creepy stories, and I'll be telling some creepy stories tonight. So let's get this started. Everybody ready in the chat? Everybody ready in the chat? Jared, Appalachia, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I think you kind of know a little bit about some of that. You're right, Laura. You weren't late. I was. I'm sorry. Actually, I was early. I was waiting on you. All right, guys. I want you tonight, join me for a creepy storytelling live where legendary tales of ghosts and witches of Appalachia are generated by using artificial intelligence. Brace yourself for a journey into the realm of the unknown, where ancient legends intertwine with modern technology. That sounds good already. Oh no. Lock your doors, draw your curtains, and let the creepy tales begin. All right, guys. This is going to be fun. By the way, if you like this new setup that I've got going on, let me know. This is my 3rd time trying to use it, and I'm trying to get all the kinks worked out before the podcast next week. So let me know what you guys think about it. All right, we're gonna hit you with one of the stories right now. We're gonna hit you with it. I'm not gonna hit you hard, so don't worry about that. Everybody ready? Here we go. Here we go. In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, during a cold and eerie night in the 1800s, was a small, secluded village nestled deep within the dense woods. Its name had been long forgotten, lost to time and fear, for it was cursed by a haunting presence. The villagers lived in constant fear, haunted by tales of spectral apparitions and chilling encounters. Among the villagers, there was a wise old woman named Eliza. Her eyes carried the weight of her past, for she had been a witness to the terrifying events that unfolded decades ago. It all started with the disappearance of a young girl named Anna. She was adventurous and free-spirited, roaming the woods without fear until one fateful evening when she vanished without a trace. Rumors spread like wildfire through the village. Some believed she had been taken by wild animals, while others whispered about malevolent spirits lurking in the shadows. But Eliza knew the truth. For she had seen Anna's ghost herself. The poor girl was trapped in a limbo between the living and the dead, wandering aimlessly through the forest, her translucent figure lost in eternal sorrow. As the seasons passed, more restless spirits began to appear. Villagers claimed to hear distant cries and eerie laughter carried on through the chilling wind. Eliza warned them to avoid the woods at night and to never stray far from the safety of their homes. One cold winter night, the village gathered around a roaring fire, seeking solace in each other's company. Flames danced to the stories being shared, tales of spectral encounters and strange occurrences in the mountains. One villager, a brave and skeptical young man named Samuel, scoffed at the idea of ghosts and challenged Eliza's warnings. "I'll prove to you that there's nothing to fear," Samuel declared, his voice tinged with arrogance. "Tomorrow, I'll venture deep into the woods and come back unscathed. You'll see." Eliza pleaded with him. "Please, Samuel, do not be so foolish. The spirits are not to be trifled with." But he was adamant, fueled by his bravado. The next morning, under a bleak sky, Samuel set out on his ill-fated expedition into the haunted woods. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the village anxiously awaited Samuel's return. The hours crawled by, and darkness descended upon the land, but he did not return. Fear gripped the villagers' hearts, and even the bravest among them could not ignore the gnawing sense of dread. In the dead of night, the village was awoken by a mournful wail that seemed to echo from every corner. The spectral choir of ghosts had awakened, disturbed by Samuel's intrusion into their domain. They filled the air with their lamentations, and the village was enveloped in an oppressive shroud of terror. Eliza knew that something had to be done to appease the restless spirits and put an end to their torment. She gathered the villagers and led them in a somber procession to the edge of the woods. There she invoked an ancient incantation and offered prayers to the spirits. In the distance, faintly visible through the trees, the villagers caught a glimpse of Samuel's ethereal figure, trapped between two worlds, his eyes filled with despair. Eliza stepped forward, reaching out to him, beseeching the spirits to release his soul. The spirits hesitated, their mournful cries softening, and then, as if responding to Eliza's plea, they allowed Samuel's ghost to pass into the afterlife. The village watched in awe as he vanished into the mist, finding peace at last. From that day on, the villagers never spoke of the haunted woods, and they heeded Eliza's warnings, respecting the boundary between the living and the dead. The ghosts of these mountains returned to their slumber, their restless souls finally at peace. But to this day, when the moon is hidden behind dark clouds, and the wind carries an icy chill, some say you can still hear the faint echoes of the haunted village's past. Reminders of the spirits that once roamed the Appalachian mountains in these 1800s, searching for peace in an eternal world of shadows. Boy, oh crap fire. That was yeah. What'd you guys think of that one? Huh? That was a little creepy, I'm gonna say. Let's say what y'all had to say about it. Ooh, I like this idea. I like that. Well, not like this too. Show of hands, who else loves AD stories? Me. But there was something I saw. I saw something I want to point it out. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Queen Lore TV. I wonder if I should start doing stories. Yes. Yes, you should. I'm all for it. All for it. I love these stories. I love everything. I'm starting to get really into creepy, spooky stories all the time. Appalachian Mountains has been added to my list of places never to visit or walk around in the dark. I can tell you I've never been there, but just from some of the stuff that old Jared puts out and some of the stories, he's got good stories. He's got some creepy stories too. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is got some creepy stories too. That's all I'm saying. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That one was pretty creepy. And I wasn't planning on doing this, but I am going to share out some channels too while I'm up here. I've got them set for the podcast starting next week, but I want to get some other channels. I want you all know who they are, but just in case you don't know who they are, I want you to check them out. Here's one right now. All the links are in the description, so go check them out.
People say they hear all kinds of crazy sounds coming from the tunnel. Usually they're circular in shape. This channel runs on your stories.
You need to run over and check out Spooky Appalachia. They upload weekly creepy stories written and researched by them or sent in by their fans. They also do reaction videos to paranormal clips, video tours from paranormal related locations, and live streams on various topics. Check out Spooky Appalachia.
People say they hear all kinds of crazy sounds coming from the tunnel.
Sorry about that. Had that on loop. Didn't realize it. Oops. Here. Let's see. We got some of these stories. Jared said, "I've told some that creeped me out as I told them. I believe it. Some of them that you've told." Laura says, "I live in the Appalachias. We live this stuff." That's funny. See, I live in Arkansas. We've got some stories, but they're not scary, and we don't have any real woods around here. So, it's nothing. You have to just live through you guys, I guess. Cheryl, what's up? What's going on? I'm glad you made it. Thank you. Patricia, you're the legend. Everybody in this chat is a legend. You guys are awesome. I just give y'all something to do for a little bit before y'all go to bed. All right. I got another story. This one is about witches and witches in the Appalachian Mountains. I don't know anything about witches. I don't know anything about the Appalachian Mountains other than what I've heard on Jared's streams, but we're going to check this one out. Again, this is a story written by AI. So we're just going to see. We're going to see how it turns out. All right, let's check it out. And if you guys have any stories, like creepy, scary, whatever kind of stories, hit me up with them. You can get me on Twitter. I'll have a post on the community tab here on YouTube, and you guys just blast me with your story. I think on YouTube you can type as much as you want in a comment, I think, but go for it. Just let me know. Also, wanted to say this: we're streaming on Twitter too. So if you're on Twitter and you're watching this, I can't see your comments. They won't pop into StreamYard. So if you're trying to leave comments or you're leaving it underneath, I'll have to read them as soon as this is over. But let's go. Let's see. Let's get with this story. I hope we're ready. Let me get back all over my screens here. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Deep within the mysterious Appalachian Mountains, where the dense forests and the haunting mist conceal secrets older than time itself, there was a small, remote village home to a coven of witches who wielded ancient powers. The locals spoke of them only in hushed tones, for they were feared and respected in equal measure. The leader of the coven was an enigmatic woman named Alara. With her flowing silver hair and piercing green eyes, she was said to possess an otherworldly beauty. Whispers spoke of her ability to communicate with the spirits of the forest and harness the energy of the moon to cast potential spells. While most villagers avoided the witches out of fear, a young woman named Lily was drawn to the mysteries that shrouded this village. She'd always felt like an outsider, with her raven black hair and a penchant for collecting curious herbs and stones. Her grandmother had once hinted that their family had distant ties to ancient magic, and this knowledge sparked a desire in Lily to discover her true heritage. One moonlit night, Lily decided to venture into the woods to see if the stories of the witches were true. Guided by the faint glow of fireflies, she stumbled upon a hidden clearing. There, under the shimmering moonlight, she witnessed a gathering of women in long, flowing dresses, surrounded by flickering candles and the scent of earthly herbs. To her astonishment, the women were dancing with a hypnotic grace, their movements synchronized as if they were one with nature. As the ritual reached its crescendo, the trees seemed to sway in time with the witches' dance, and the air hummed with energy. Suddenly, Lily was spotted by Alara, who approached her with a mix of curiosity and suspicion. Sensing the young woman's sincerity, Alara decided to offer her a chance to learn the ways of their coven. Over time, Lily proved her dedication and potential, as she was initiated into the secretive world of this Appalachian witchcraft. Under Alara's guidance, Lily learned the art of herbalism, the language of the stars, and how to harness the power of the elements. She found solace in the company of the coven, forming bonds stronger than family ties. They were protectors of the natural world, using their magic to heal the sick, bring fertility to barren lands, and ward off evil spirits. As the years passed, a sinister presence began to encroach upon the village. A dark force began consuming the essence of the forest, leaving trails of withered trees and barren lands in its wake. Alara sensed that this malevolent entity was threatening not only their small village, but the entire region within the Appalachian Mountains. The witches knew they must confront this darkness before it consumed everything they held dear. They conducted a powerful ritual to draw the entity to them, luring it into a sacred grove deep within the mountains. As this evil darkness approached, the witches chanted ancient incantations, their voices rising like a thunderstorm. Lily stood at the center of the circle, channeling the energy of the moon and the earth, feeling a force inside her she had never experienced before. With a burst of raw power, she released a torrent of light that engulfed the darkness. In a fierce battle of light against darkness, the witches fought valiantly, drawing strength from their unity. They managed to weaken the darkness until it dissipated into the night like mist under the morning sun. The village was safe finally, thanks to the bravery and magic of the Coven of Witches. Lily had found her true purpose, and her heart was filled with gratitude for the ancient wisdom that resided in the Appalachian Mountains. From that day onward, the villagers no longer feared the witches, but revered them as protectors of their homeland. And amidst the spooky Appalachian Mountains, the Coven of Witches continued to thrive, guarding the secrets of their craft and nurturing the bond between the magic of nature and the magic within themselves. What? See, I was thinking I was thinking this was going to be like witches being crazy, doing crazy stuff in the woods. But this turned out to be apparently some good witches. I was thinking the Wicked Witch of the West was going to be here, flying with her monkeys or whatever through the Appalachian mountains, going after this girl named Lily. That's what I thought. But no. Good witches. Good witches. Oh, there's a lot going on in the chat. I got 56 comments that I haven't seen yet. Wow. Adventures with Beth. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming. And I want to go back to saying it again. Yes, definitely, Laura, you need to start doing some stories. I think that'd be awesome for you. I like it. Is this cutting in for anyone else? Cutting in and out for anyone else? No, I think I was messing up my story, Vodka. So hopefully it didn't come out as cutting out because, sorry. I get so ahead of myself trying to read that words all just flow together and I end up goofing it up. Let me do this. Hey, Gail. I hope work is fun, and I hope you get to stay for a little bit. But if not, you're at work. I completely understand. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's see. I've got another channel that I want to throw in. Speaking of a coven of witches, I think this one would be happy for me saying that. Hopefully she'll be happy for me saying that. I've got a channel here that I need you to go check out. Most of you, like I said, have already checked this channel. You're probably subscribed to her already. But for those who may watch this later, go check this out. Go check her channel out. It's creepy. She's got some good stuff. And you'll see in this little clip.
All I wanted to do was play with you.
Bloody Mary, do you like my doll? You're here? Did you remember me? Did you guys see that orb go by? We'll start the investigation.
Like I said, guys, go over and check Sandra out. Amazing channel. I've got 2 more little videos that I've got to put together for next week's podcast that are going to be similar to that. But what do you guys think about those channel trailers? I'm going to start trying to do those. At first, I was like, let's try to, help pay for the podcast or whatever and do some of those and charge some money for them. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do it for the people that have paid. But after that, I'm going to just find channels that I like, that I want to support and do it that way. That way, you guys don't lose interest in the channel or the channels that are, I don't want to put on a channel that's like house shoes and expect you guys to try to go over there and look at them. Go subscribe to the house shoe channel or, whatever. Bathrobes. No, we're not going to do all that. So I've got one more story, and I can hear a dog barking somewhere, and I don't know where it's coming from. I don't like it. So we've got one more story, and this one's about a haunting of Hollow Hill. I'm assuming there's no place in the Appalachian Mountains called Hollow Hill, and that this is completely made up, but we shall see. I love it. Laura said she didn't have no house shoes. Laura, we got to get you some house shoes. Jared, we got to get her some house shoes. That's a ghost. Don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. Okie, I need you to get your dog under control. Oh, I love it. It's awesome. All right. Let's back to this. I'm going to tell this creepy story. And then I'm going to go through and see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Because every time I read a story and then go to the chat, you guys are off on some weird conversation. And I love reading it. I love it. It's awesome. All right. Let's get this puppy going. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Within the misty Appalachian Mountains. They're always misty, apparently. Apparently, the Appalachian Mountains. Apparently, the Appalachian Mountains are always misty. Within the misty Appalachian Mountains, there lay a secluded valley known as Hollow Hill. The locals avoided this forsaken place, whispering tales of darkness and despair that clung to it like shadows in the moonlight. It was said that the spirits of the long-departed souls wandered through the gnarled trees, haunting the valley with their mournful cries. The heart of Hollow Hill was a dilapidated, weather-beaten cabin known as the Abandoned Homestead. Locals warned their children never to venture near, for it was believed to be cursed. The story behind the curse dated back generations to a time when the valley was bursting with life. We've got Eliza in this story too. Once there lived a young woman named Eliza, with locks of raven black hair and eyes as green as the forest itself. She was the belle of the valley, and her beauty caught the eye of many a suitor. Yet her heart belonged to only one, a handsome stranger who had wandered into town one fateful autumn. Vodka, AI does need to learn some new names. I love it. The stranger's name was Silas, and he was unlike any man the villagers had seen. Tall and mysterious, he possessed an aura of charm that drew Eliza like a moth to a flame. They courted in secret, meeting by the ancient oak on the outskirts of Hollow Hill. However, there was something peculiar about Silas that Eliza couldn't quite put her finger on. He never ventured out during the day and always disappeared before the moon reached its zenith. Rumors spread that Silas was not of this world, that he was a spirit haunting the valley. He's a vampire! I'm just kidding. He's not a vampire. Calm down, everybody. Despite the warnings, Eliza remained blind to the whispers and carried on her romance with Silas. As their love deepened, so did the darkness that cloaked Hollow Hill. Strange occurrences began to plague the valley. Unexpected howls echoed through the night, and eerie figures were seen moving among the trees. One fateful evening, as the moon cast its pale glow upon the valley, Eliza followed Silas into the heart of Hollow Hill. They reached the abandoned homestead, where Silas urged her to remain outside while he retrieved a mysterious object he had hidden within. Against her better judgment, Eliza waited, her heart pounding with a mix of excitement and fear. As the minutes stretched into an eternity, she couldn't resist the urge to enter the cabin and find Silas. Inside, she found herself surrounded by an eerie silence. A chill crept up her spine, and the air seemed to hum with an otherworldly energy. Eliza called out Silas's name, but only silence answered her plea. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew through the cabin, extinguishing all light. Darkness enveloped her, and in the pitch black, Eliza felt a cold, bony hand grip her shoulder. She turned, only to find herself face to face with a ghastly, malevolent spirit. Is a malevolent spirit with a bony hand? That's weird. That's weird. That's a little strange. In terror, Eliza tried to flee, but the spirit's icy grip tightened, trapping her within its grasp. She pleaded for mercy, her voice trembling, but her cries fell on deaf ears. The spirits glowed with a malevolence that froze her heart, and she knew she was bound to this cursed place forever. From that day forward, Eliza's ghost wandered Hollow Hill, her restless spirit forever searching for her lost love, Silas. They say that on the darkest of nights, her anguished cries echo through the valley. A haunting reminder of the doomed love that brought a curse upon Hollow Hill. To this day, the abandoned homestead stands, a grim reminder of the forbidden love that led to a haunting fate. Travelers still speak of eerie figures that roam the misty mountains of the Appalachia, and the legend of Eliza's ghost is passed down from generation to generation, ensuring that the tale of Hollow Hill lives on. New. Two places I ain't ever going, which is kind of all the same place anyway. It's Hollow Hill, which is imaginary, so I can't go there anyway. But that place is in the Appalachian Mountains. I'm not going there either. Not doing it. Alligator Horse, come on in. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, sir, for being here. Or thank you for being here. Oh, let's see. Vodka said that was creamy. Hollow Hill with the ghost with bony hands. Yeah, if you're a ghost with bony hands, can you really even be a ghost? That's weird. Laura says they have a hidden hollow. Ooh, I'm not going there either. I don't care if Rochelle G tries to kidnap me. I ain't going there. It's not gonna happen. Ooh, I think they're talking about the pair of games. Are y'all talking about the pair of games? I gotta find somewhere for the first challenge. We only got a few places here, and there's not the easiest to do it at. Well, you can do it, Vodka. You got to do it. The reason you got to do it is because I will be, let me just say this, I will be looking through everybody's pair of games challenges to find the creepiest stuff to react to. So you got to do it. You got to. Jared, hey, you won't go with me? Good. We cannot go to that place together. I love it. I love it. I shouldn't give Rochelle. They're already talking about kidnapping me, taking me to, oh gosh, I can't remember where it was, but they're trying to take me there. I ain't going. Not gonna do it. Oh, come on, Laura. Who all in the chat right now is doing the pair games? I know she gave me a big long list, but is there anybody in the chat? I know Cheryl will be doing it. Vodka's talking about doing it. Is there anybody else in the chat that's going to be doing it? Aha. Yeah. Vodka said she signed up this year. She signed up. She's doing it. I love it. I love it. I don't know how you guys do it. Like this TV right here, I could put it on static and I could sit here and listen to a spirit box. But I'm going to freak out. And you're probably going to laugh a lot. Which, I mean, that would be a plus, for you, whatever. But yeah, I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. Jared, y'all go. Me and AD will wait in the car. I'll wait in the car here. I'll wait in the car here. I can't wait until they start the pair games. I know it started yesterday. Wasn't that right? Yesterday, and everybody's going out to try to do them all now. That's going to be good. It's going to be good, and I can't wait. Guys, do absolutely not forget. Please don't forget. Next week, we are going to be having the Scared Witless podcast. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have Amy up here from What the Paranormal. It's going to be great. Like I said, I've got a crap ton of questions I'm going to ask her. I hope they're all hard questions. I hope she takes up most of the time. I hope I ask her a question and it takes her 25 minutes to answer the question. I don't know how good of an interviewer I am, or how good these questions are going to be, but you're going to see. We're all going to see together. We're all going to be here, right? Right? Right, chat? We're all going to be here together. Oh, Cheryl said she's going to be doing her challenge tomorrow. You're going to be, I can't wait until they all start coming. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being. Oh, and we've got Amy from What the Paranormal next week. And then after that, we've got Past Life Explorer. He's going to be on here. You all know who he is. You don't know who he is because he's got the mask on, but you know who he is because of all the videos he puts out. It's going to be good. And then we're taking a break. We're going to do another scary story session for the Wednesday after that. And then August the 30th on this channel, we are going to have Matt Benton from Devil's Hour Productions and his fiance, Helena from Wolf Paranormal. They're going to be on here. I don't know, Jared, you may have to throw on a mask and a PLE mask and see. It's pretty close. I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's going to be, it's going to be good. Cheryl, you're awesome. I know you will. You've been here for the beginning, and I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everybody who's helped get this thing going. We're at like 1,190 subscribers right now, trying to hit that 1,200 mark. And we've also, I think we're like less than 100 hours away from 2,400 or 2,500. We're trying to hit that 3,000 mark because once we hit that 3,000 mark, we're going to open up some memberships. I'm going to start doing some one-on-one stuff with members, videos like that. A lot of people have been asking me to start doing stuff like showing them how to make thumbnails, how to make graphics and stuff like that. So if any of that interests you and you want to do some of that, once we are able to open up the members on this channel, we'll do that. We'll have one-on-one. I'll come on here and show you guys how to do some stuff. So it's not hard. I do it all from my phone pretty much. So if that interests you, that's going to be good. Yes. She was me for Halloween last year. Oh my gosh. If I can find that video, which it shouldn't be hard, I should just be able to look up all the way to Halloween of last year. Right. It shouldn't be hard. But I'm going to go back. I'm going to take a picture of that and post that on Twitter and on my community tab here. You look great. You look just like me. And you look great. I love it. Yeah, you guys are awesome. All right, guys. I'm not going to try to keep you on here for the sake of keeping you on here. You guys are amazing. Like I said, I love each and every one of you. I'm going to pop off here and just play some music for a minute. And then I will see you guys. Stick around, chit chat for all you need to do. I will see you guys in a little bit. Next Wednesday in a little bit. All right, guys. Have a good week.